That's not ruching. This shirt is just tight. Hey everybody, it's Lillian. Thank you so much for stopping by. If it's your first time stopping by, hey girl, hey. And if it's not your first time stopping by, you're a repeat offender, thank you so much for stopping by again. Listen, today is going to be a little bit different because I am going to do a get ready with me video. We're going to talk about my hair, makeup, from head to toe, everything I'm wearing, all of that. And then I'm going to share some personal information with you. So if you're interested to see what look I come up with, all of that, my outfit, everything, please stick around.
There's so much about me, more than the eye can see, but I'm so glad to be no one to me.
All right, so first things first, I don't want to be crusty. So my face is clean, moisturized, all of that. I do have eye cream on, and then I went in to this lip. This is by Jaclyn Hill by Morphe, Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is a lip scrub and lip treatment. So I'm going to use that. I already did the scrub, and so I'm just going to go in to the lip treatment. And she has another item I think I have here. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's this under eye primer. This under eye primer. So I'm going to use that. It's hydrating. It's a hydrating under eye primer. It comes out like this. So I'm going to use that to go in. Oh, that was way too much. Underneath my eyes. But I like to be hydrated because you know that I like to set under my eyes. I don't really bake as much anymore, but I like to be hydrated. So I'm going to leave that there for a second, just to make sure that it goes nice and evenly and all of that. To share just a little bit of information with you all. You all have been watching me. Those of you who this is not your first time, thank you so much for coming back again. And I haven't really shared much about my weight loss journey and things like that. About this time last year, I was actually like 50 pounds or so lighter than I am now. And I found out some things just probably about 2 months ago. I'm like into my third month. But I found out that I have something called Graves' disease. So if any of you have been dealing with that, have ever dealt with Graves' disease, then you kind of know what I'm dealing with. What it is it's like a disorder with your thyroid. It's a disorder with your thyroid where for me, it's hypothyroidism, where I can get cold. I can be really uncomfortable, especially with my cycle. I have fibroids as well and things like that. So I'm just kind of trying to maneuver through it. I have been medicated. I am medicated and on a consistent basis now. Sometimes I forget. So that's kind of what I've been dealing with. And it has caused me to really gain weight. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to lose the weight. And I found that that is difficult. I do work out consistently and all of that. And I try to eat properly and stuff. So that's really what I've been dealing with lately. So I wanted to talk to you all today about dealing with diagnosis. If any of you have ever had any trouble or dealt with some things that you've been diagnosed from. Now, my diagnosis is hypothyroidism or Graves' disease. That's my diagnosis. I received that from the doctor. I know that that is something that I'm dealing with. I know that that's something that I have. And so I'm dealing with that. You know what I mean? It's not like it's not real. It's not like it's not true. So I'm trying to make the adjustments in what I'm dealing with, in what what was said to me. So that's what I've been dealing with. It's been a journey because my body would do some weird things, some things that only usually are supposed to happen when you are expecting, when you're pregnant. And so it's been a journey for me and my husband, for my kids, but they've been very patient and very supportive. But dealing with a diagnosis is not something that anyone should take lightly. And you really do need, if at all possible, you really do need a support system. I'm thankful for my support system. Had it not been for the people who were around me to kind of encourage me on a consistent basis, my husband is very, very supportive, and even reminding me, no, don't eat that. No, you don't need that. And because, see, what happens for me is my body is trying to tell me you're hungry. It's trying to tell me that you need to burn calories, or that you need to eat right now, you know, things like that. So I'm no longer in a position to where I can listen to my body, if that makes sense, because my body is telling me something that I really don't need. Okay, so I'm not saying that it's an eating disorder, but I really have to watch out for what I'm doing, even more so than just on the regular. And let me tell you, this came after I got COVID. I went to California. I'm just telling you how I got COVID. So I went to California. My husband and I had to preach. We went to California to this wonderful church. And in the midst of all that, somebody came with COVID. So I had COVID coming back home, and I knew I wasn't feeling good like the first and second day after I got back. And so I went home, and I just decided, you know what, let me go ahead, and I made it home, and I said, let me go ahead and get tested. So I went and got tested and found out, unfortunately, that I had it. So I dealt with that for a few days. Thankfully, it wasn't as bad because I was vaccinated, but it wasn't as bad. My family, thank the Lord, didn't get it. But after dealing with that, I started having some discomfort and things during my cycle that were a little bit abnormal, a little bit more than usual. And so that's when I said, let's go ahead and really start getting checked out and all of that. So I went to my primary care doctor later on. And she was just like, I need you to see a specialist, because she started feeling around. No, it was my OBGYN. I didn't like how my cycles were going because they were super duper heavy, super duper. I was super duper painful, you know, in pain and stuff. And I just said, let me talk to my girl. So I did. And she was saying, oh yeah, it's some things, you know, she even did blood work and stuff. And so, I went to my primary care. And she was like, yeah, you are a little bit swollen, it seems, you know, and all of that. And I was like, oh, my goodness. And I said, well, I thought maybe I gained the weight just because I had been being lazy, but I hadn't stopped working out. I have a trainer. We are very active. And so most of my workout is like outside. Whether it's cold, hot, it doesn't matter. My workout is outside for the most part. Yes, I do some things with weights, but all of the agilities, the jogging, the walk jogs, all of that happens outside. So for me, I'm saying I'm doing a lot of movement. It's very strenuous. The level that I'm on would be more of an advanced level. So I couldn't understand what was going on. So when she sent me to the specialist, Endo something, I'll put it on the screen. He's the one that let me know after having some blood work done and things like that. He's the one that let me know what I had going on. Right. So that's what I had to deal with. And I'm just going to keep talking and getting ready and all that. So I had to do some things in my mind first before I started taking the medication. Right. So they told me at first, you know, you have this, you're going to need to take these pills. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When they said that, I was like, I'm not taking any pills, because by his stripes, you know, I went into all of that, but I really had to sit and say, perhaps the healing that I'm going to experience will be through this medication. And so I just wanted to encourage some of you, those of you who may be dealing with different things here and there, that your healing may come from different areas. You may expect it to come from one way, or you may expect it to come from another way, but it's going to come from different areas. Hold on, let me get my eyeshadow. I'm gonna have to get something, and then I'll be right back. I'm just putting just a little bit of my setting powder under my eyelid, under my brow. Where was I? Oh, I was talking about dealing with the diagnosis. So So sometimes your healing may come from different areas. You may have expected for it to happen one way. You may have expected for it to happen a certain way or to happen in a certain manner. And what happens is when you have things going on in your life, when you have things going on in your family, when you have things going on in your body, what happens is you are no longer in control. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, I really had to grapple with the fact that I wasn't in control of the situation. I wasn't in control, even though, yes, it's my body. This is my temple. This is who I am. This is what I'm dealing with. I had to just kind of surrender and say that this is not something that will beat me, but at the same time, I am not in control of it. I had to surrender and say to even to my own self when I was dealing with my doctor, okay, this person is a specialist. This person knows what he's talking about. This person knows and has seen some of this stuff before. He has seen it. And so for me, the first area where I was able to rejoice in is he said, okay, Lillian, this is not cancer. It's not cancerous. You know, so my husband and I, when we heard that, we were like, whoo, you know, so that was good. And then, you know, I really started trying to figure out, well, how can I beat this? Because I don't want to be on medication all my life, right? I don't want to be on medication forever. And so I'm just taking the same brush, y'all. Y'all know I'm lazy when it comes to that stuff. But I knew that I didn't want to have to continue to deal with that. The palette that I'm using, sorry, y'all, the palette that I'm using, this is Pat McGrath, Mothership, look like 8 Divine Rose 2. Okay. So as you can see, there are the colors. I'm just doing something to make sure that I look well put together. We're just going to have dinner, today. So I want to make sure that I'm looking okay. All right. So, yeah. So I just really kind of poured out my heart and was like, okay, this is not something that I want to continue. This is not something that I'm welcoming. So I'm going to need your leadership and your guidance, your knowledge, to help me and show me how to get over it. And I'm going to keep you guys, updated because I think this is month number 3 because I do have a doctor's appointment coming up very soon to where he's going to check me and all of that. And we're going to see my progress and stuff. But I have just gained so much weight. And so I just said, you know what? No more. And so I'm really trying to make good decisions. I'm really trying to make the adjustments and all of that. And that's the second thing. Make sure that you are making the proper adjustments, the necessary adjustments to get to the results that you expect to see. Make sure that you are making the proper adjustments. Don't just let life happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Don't roll over and play dead. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure that you make the proper adjustments in dealing with, dealing with what you are facing. All right. Got to make sure you do that. I'm just putting it down here at the bottom. And that's what I had to do. You know, I don't know about you. I just can't let it beat me. I can't let this thing make me feel like I'm defeated. I was watching a video and I think when I get a chance, I'll try to see if I can find it. But this young lady actually cooked herself and ate herself out of Graves' disease. So I said, oh, well, that's something I can do. Let me at least try it, you know? So that's kind of what I'm in the middle of. And we'll just kind of see and go from there. Because I want to make sure that, same brush, that I get this thing head on. That I beat it head on. So that's where I am right now. That's where I am. I'm just putting it just right there at the top. As you can see, just right there at the top. You know, so that's where I am. What do you guys think Is there anyone who follows me that's dealing with it or ever dealt with something like that? Because it's not fun. It's not fun when every month you have your cycle. It's not fun when every month, you know that you're going to have to see this doctor, or every single day you have to take this particular medicine. Has anyone ever dealt with something like that? I'm not saying just about Graves. I'm talking about anything that you've been dealing with. I have a girlfriend that has some things going on in her body where it's like cancer, like, and all of that. And she's beating it. Like, you don't have to roll over and just say, you know what, whatever the doctor said, that's how it's going to be. But at the same time, she's using wisdom and taking her meds and stuff like that. So, I don't believe in foolish faith. I believe in faith that is wise and that makes sense. Because like I said, your healing is going to come from different places. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with oldie but goodie. This is Milk Hydro Grip. I did a little dermaplaning earlier. Just trying to shave some of the dead skin and peach fuzz and all that off. And so we're going to see if that works. I just started that. I haven't been doing that long. So hopefully that's going to help. Now, this is what I like to do. Underneath my eyes, I will bring the look all together. So I always just put my palette on the side. But I always, whenever I'm doing my under eye, like my concealer and stuff, I always come up too far. And so I don't want to waste product. So I'll just come back to this after I've done my under eye. I always do that. All right. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so that's what I'm dealing with. I'm trying to be as patient as possible. Along with that, I've got some PCOS issues. So I just said, you know what, Lord, it's me and you. We're gonna work this out. We're gonna rock it out. All right. So that's what I'm facing. That's what I'm looking at. And, I'm just trying to live according to what I know to be true, what I know, because I know that things are going to work out. They have to, so I'm being very optimistic, very positive. Y'all, I'm trying to keep this. I don't want to sound churchy because I can go there in a minute. I'm trying to be as cool as possible. Y'all bear with me. Okay. But, yeah, I'm just trying to be as positive as possible. And that's it. And I know that I'm going to be all right because I've got work to do. All right. Miles to go. Who was that? Sojourner Truth. I've got many miles to go before I sleep. So I've got plenty to do. All right. So next, let's go into, I haven't tried this in a while. It's been a little while. Let me go back to this. This is the Makeup Forever HD Skin. I have two of them. Remember when I said in the last video, the other one I didn't like? I didn't like it because it was the wrong color. However, I think if I can put these two together, I think they may be okay. I think they may work. So I'm going to run over here and get the other one, and then I'll be right back. Going in now, I'm going into this Belle Epic. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in Belle Epic. As you can see, it's a little orangey. I'm going into that, just kind of trying to cover up a little bit of those smile lines. Not trying to have them gone, but just a little bit. Then I take the excess and I put it in a few places that need some help. Two colors. This is 4N68. That's a lighter one. And this is 4N70. Let's see. Only believe, only believe, all things are possible. Just putting that on. And y'all, I'm just dotting. If you'd only believe. There we go. It feels really nice because I did the shave in your face. Oh, it feels so good. What have I been missing? Oh gosh, what have I been missing? I just wanted to have a really nice, smooth canvas today. Can I see the difference? Not really yet, but I can definitely feel the difference. And you know what? This is only 4Y70, so maybe we're good with this shade. This is my third pump. Rather than putting in the 68. Now I have some foundations that are too dark. So maybe the 68 can be used along with something else. I really don't think it's necessary. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's necessary to add anything else. Wow. All things are possible if you'd only believe. Okay. Good stuff. Ha! Let's keep going. All right. So next what I'm going to do is I want to go ahead straight into concealer, and then I'm going to use a contour. Oldie but goodie. I'm going to use the Born This Way in Maple. Bam. Bam. All right. It might be running out. I might be running out of it a little. It's going to be enough today. And this is like my third repurchase of this because it lasts a long time. I don't use a whole lot, but I like it. So oldie but goodie. This is Fenty Espresso Matchstick. So on my forehead, I'm not going to use it on my forehead. I think I'm only going to use it in these areas, and then I'll just use like a bronzer or something for the rest of my face. I think that's what I'll do. Okay. All right. So I like to use a brush. I'm trying to do better with just using brushes more than these. I'm trying to use brushes more than I use sponges and stuff. This is a Real Techniques foundation brush, actually. I think my hair has set pretty well, so it's okay. I'm gonna go in. This is Morphe E57. My husband's supposed to be getting ready. If you can hear him snoring, I do apologize. He gonna be mad when he sees this. Don't drag down, just pat. This is my Morphe Morphe E62 brush for my nose contour. I have two of them. One I like to use for my cream products, and then the other one I like to use for powder. But sometimes I mix them up, so it doesn't really matter. So I just whenever I can find one, I'll just use it in all of my brushes. I just use it. It doesn't matter. It's gonna be okay. On camera, I promise you, on camera, this looks a little bit more harsh than it does in person. So don't worry about that, y'all. It's going to come out. This is my Laura Mercier loose powder. I'm using it because I'm just sitting here. You know that I have been purchasing some setting powder that is pressed, and it has been working beautifully. But I do still like that the loose powder whenever I'm just sitting here in my room just doing my face, so I don't have to worry about it getting everywhere or whatever. But I like to set it like this first, and then I'll do something else. Very smooth. Oh, yes. I have my window open, my blinds open, so sorry if I'm getting distracted over there. All right, Laura Mercier translucent. I'm just going to do a little something over here. There we go. Just that much. Okay, now I am going to just use my Laura Mercier, and I'm going to come from my mouth and kind of come under this contour a little bit because I want it a little bit more pronounced without having to add so much product. Y'all, this really feels nice. Without having to add so much product. Okay. All right. Going into Juvia's Place. You know that I love these. Juvia's Place Deep Dark Top Shade on the cheeks a little bit. There we go. I am really getting distracted by that window. I might have to close that window. All right. Underneath a little bit. All right. Yeah, so if any of you have ever dealt with any diagnosis or anything that has been said to you and about you concerning you, you know what it feels like for somebody to tell you just out of the blue what's going on with you, and it's something that you didn't expect or you weren't looking for, that kind of knocks you off your guard, you know what I'm saying, or it kind of just adds a little bit of discomfort, then hopefully you know exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. Yeah, so I'm going back into that palette and I'm just grabbing that dark shade. The dark shade that I used, I may get a little bit of this one to put here, just trying to bring the look all together, you know. I'm sorry, I was just talking to y'all and my battery went dead. Sorry about that. So I was just finishing under my eye. I'm going to go ahead and sweep some of this away, really all of it, so I can make sure that we have a nice even canvas to work with. And then I'm going to put this Kosas. This is Kosas in Velvety Cloud Set. So I'm just going to use that. Let that come all the way around and all of that. Just kind of bring my look together. There we go. Yeah, so that's what I've been dealing with. I put this on because I had some gel on my hair is super duper curly. Look at all that. Oh, wait. Yeah, so just to kind of make it look nice. I may not wear it down. Child, I'm gonna wear this 2 or 3 more weeks. And it really gets heavy. My braids really get heavy when I'm trying to wash them. But just trying to look well put together, child. That's all. Just coming into up into the hairline a little bit. Y'all see how I need to get my hair braided? I will. Okay, I'm going to line my eyes, line under my eye, put on some lashes. I'll be right back. Lashes on, eyes have been, lashes on, eyes have been slightly lined. What I'm going to do, this is by Maybelline, the Colossal Volume. I just like to pick up a mascara to help my lashes to blend well with the eyelashes. So I don't really do like a whole bunch of luxury mascaras and stuff like that. I don't really see the point because I'm a lash wearer. So you're gonna always see me in some lashes, even if I am, this is crazy, but even if I'm like walking around the house, I like to put on lashes. It makes me feel like I am somewhat together. At least, or if I'm going to the grocery store or something like that, I might not put on a whole face of makeup, but I'll have some lashes on. Is that crazy? I don't know. It's a brown lip liner. This is, I don't know. Oh, this is Cola from who else? Juvia's Place. Just want to keep it simple. This is by Patrick Ta. It is She's Independent. Juvia's Place. This is Legit Nude. This is by the Vanessa brand, not brand, but Vanessa's collection. Just to give it a little bit of sheen, because they're practically like almost the same color. But that, sorry about all that noise. All right, pretty much done with that. I think I'm just gonna wear my hair down. I think that's the simplest thing. So let's move into the outfit, okay? So that's not ruching. This shirt is just tight. Hopefully you can see me. What I have is, this is by Valentino. This is a fragrance by Valentino, born in Roma. I'll do a video on all of my spring fragrances, but it is definitely one of my favorite. I have this white bag from Shein. I definitely will link it down below if I haven't talked about it before. My whole outfit, pretty much, these jeans, I really like these jeans because they do not go down real tight at the bottom, you know, like skinny jeans. I like these because they have a slit at the bottom of the jean, and then I have on, these are by Steve Madden, just some Steve Madden heels that are green and yellow and red and pink and all of those wonderful spring colors. I love this top because it is a button-up top, and what it does for me, because I have been fluctuating as far as my weight is concerned, what I like about it is that it has slits on the side, cover me up just a little bit in the back. So that's what I like. And then I do have like some shapewear on, so it doesn't go to the point to where you can see my shapewear. The jeans, they kind of rolled on me, but the jeans come up enough to where it protects me here, and then it just comes over, the top just comes over. So that's it. So here is the finished look. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to a restaurant where you can wear jeans. It's okay for you to wear jeans. I'm in Atlanta, so if you've been listening to the news and things like that, you know that there are certain places that you cannot go with jeans on or sweatpants, you know, stuff like that. So we're going to a restaurant. It's Sunday evening. We're just going somewhere to where the kids can be able to eat and things like that, since we don't do much cooking on Sundays anymore. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. I want you to do me a favor, comment down below if you've ever dealt with some diagnosis, if you ever dealt with some things that have been said to you that you didn't want to receive, but as a result of them, you've had to make some adjustments in your life. I want to make sure that we build a community discussing not only makeup, but lifestyle, some things that you have experienced in your your own lifetime. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you comment down below. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you hit that bell notification to make sure that you are notified every time I have an upload. How will you know that I have uploaded if you have not hit that bell? I need you to make sure that you hit the bell to be notified anytime I have an upload, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. Bye, guys.